Hey YouTube, it's Susie's on the scene. Guess what? I have visit number 2. I have visit number 2. Visit number 2. Yeah. My boy came over yesterday. We worked overtime Saturday morning, so he was like, man, when we get off, I gotta go home and take a nap before I come up there. I was like, cool. That's cool. I tried to take a nap, but it didn't work because Donovan is all over me. But anyway, he came like 7, between 7 to 7:30. And he had already told me that he was gonna bring some stuff so him and Don could play, because he was like, we gotta get, Donovan involved and stuff with what we got going on. And I was like, that's cool. So he brought his PlayStation, and he brought some games and stuff that he figured Don would like, even though Don he's played a game maybe 5 times in his life. So at first, Ella was just letting him kind of do his thing. And Don kept getting frustrated. He kept making him change game. So finally, Don was like, Ella, I want you to play with me too. And he was like, okay, what you want to play? Boxing. That's Elliot, one of his favorite things. So, they put the boxing in, and they was picking who they was gonna box with, Holyfield, Ali, or whoever else, Mike Tyson, whatever. They just kept switching. And at first, it was just kind of let Don get the feel of it. He kept trying to give him pointers, telling him, hey man, don't just keep punching. Wait till my man get up on your man, then throw your punch. But Don, sometimes he'll pay attention, sometimes he was just punching, and every time he punched, it threw his lifespan off or something, and it was making him tired. And once his energy go down, Elliot punched him and knocked him out. But he kept telling him, because sometimes he was just standing there. He would have his man just standing there, and Don just be punching. And then he'd get tired. Ellie man might do this, knock him out. And Don was like, we need to change men. So they kept changing men, and they kept punching him out. Then Don was like, we need to change controllers because you're cheating. They changed controllers. Because Elliot was trying to charge his up and play at the same time. But he ain't gave Donovan the one that was already charged up. But it was fun. I was like, Don, it ain't the controller. It's you. But it was fun, though. But they played the game a good hour or so. And then Don was like, let's watch a movie. And Elliot, he had brought some movies too, because Don was into the Avengers and some other stuff he brought. But we ended up watching The Smurfs, which is one of the DVDs Donovan already got that I bought. So we watched The Smurfs. Eddie kept looking at me. He said, you ever seen this stuff before? I'm like, I had about to put it in his room. I ain't watch that stuff. I hadn't had my fill of the Smurf when I was little. And we was just sitting there looking. And we were looking at each other. He said, if I ever have a child, they on TV ASAP, because I ain't watching this. I'm tripping like, baby, this is second TV. He had a TV out top too. Because I wasn't with that. I watch it for a minute and come check on you for a minute to make sure it ain't nothing graphic or nothing, but for to sit there and watch this stuff. About that. And I think around 9:30 I finally got done to go to sleep. He didn't want to, but I was like, nah, it's time you get to bed, dog. So after that, you know, me and Elder, we was watching YouTube videos. I was showing him some of the videos that I had found with people doing sign language and stuff. And he was like, so what's your sudden interest in sign language? I said, well, you told me to learn sign language. He said, I tell you to go on YouTube to learn. I said, well, you ain't teaching me. I said, you know, I would feel to say, I'm telling you, I see you doing sign language is when you excited or upset about something, then you be talking and talking fast and doing all this stuff. I'm like, and I be trying to pick up stuff. He was like, only way you gonna learn is if you actually do it yourself. I'm like, I gotta see somebody doing it to do it myself, duh. So I guess that means he's gonna start teaching me a little bit at a time. But I said, but now I wanted to show you this before I start really trying to get into it based on how they doing it. And he did tell me this is what I had been thinking, that sign language kind of like dialect, depending on where you from. You may do words differently. You may sign words differently. You know, it may be 2 or 3 different versions of a sign for one word, and I kind of figured that. But so he gave me his opinion on the ones that he figured was good and the one that wasn't good. I was like, okay, cool. And he said that one dude was like, he was stuttering, not really stuttering literally, but like he was hesitating every time he was trying to sign or whatever. He was like, is he deaf? I'm like, he deaf. You could tell by how he sounded, whatever. And he was like, well, he said, I could do better than him. I said, I'm sure you can. He said, so how you think I would do as far as views if I start doing videos? I said, you'll do real good. You'll get a lot of views. Why? Because you cute. He said, man, that's raw. I said, I'm serious. Because you cute. He said, so that's why dude get all them views and he ain't doing good at all? Like, I ain't gonna say he ain't doing good at all, because I learned some stuff from him, but I'm sure you sound better because you're gonna be practicing like some of the other videos we watching or whatever. So after we watched a few of those, he was like, well, what else you want? What else you interested in? I said, well, if I show you all stuff I'm interested in, you're not gonna understand what they're saying, so that's kind of defeating the purpose. And he was like, okay. So we was looking at like different sports videos, watched a couple of them Harlem Shake videos. What else we was looking at? That's mostly it. And then whatever. And then, you know how when you get ready to comment, or it's the box for your comment, you know, it'll have your picture sitting there already. He looked down, he was like, ain't that you? I was like, yeah. He clicked on it. I was like, he know I do videos. I done told him I do videos. But I never thought he would want to watch them. First video he saw was the one about the poem that I gave him. And he was like, you feel me? And he was looking. He can't hear what I'm saying, but he reading my lips. He was like, what is you talking about? I'm like, poetry. He was just looking. He was looking at the video and looking at me. You feel me? Ain't that poem you gave me? And I was just, he was looking. He said, it is. Yup, that's the part. You might not hear me, but you can feel, can't you feel me? Yep, that's what you were saying. That's what you were saying. I was like, and I'm still trying to figure out how the hell he read lips. But anyway, as soon as he pulled it up, I'm texting my friend. I said, girl, he watching my videos, man, go stop. She said, Dios mío. I was like, man. I was like, man. And then I picked a video myself from my Susie Cusie channel, my best of 2012, and let him see me clown, dancing, whatever. He was just looking. He was just looking. He was like, why you got that wig on? I was like, whatever, don't worry about that. He was just looking. He was like, oh, I remember that hat. You know, different stuff like that. And he got some ideas for videos that he want me to make or whatever. He was like, you good at social media, I want you to do this, and I want you to pitch this, and I want you to do that. I was like, okay. Anyway, he didn't leave till a little bit after 12. Now the last time he was here, 10 o'clock, he was like, man, I'm finna go. That could have been because we had to go to work the next morning. And since yesterday was Saturday, you know, no work, he ain't go to church or nothing. So, he could stay however long he wanted to, or however long I allowed him to. If this was really my house, he could have spent the night. But you know, whatever. But when he got ready to go and stuff, he grabbed his backpack, you know, with his game and all his little cartridges and movers and stuff in there. And I was just standing there looking at him, and then he put his bag down and he hugged me. And then he just stood back and looked at me. And he was grinning, and I was grinning. And then he picked his backpack back up. And then I walked him to the door, and he went outside. And he walked toward his truck a little bit, and then he turned around and he waved. And I'm thinking like, am I supposed to initiate our first kiss? Because we ain't kissed yet. This is the second time coming to my house. We done went on 4 dates, maybe 5. We ain't kissed yet. We used to play all the time, and he would get right up in my face and be talking. You know, he be getting in character, acting like he Jack Nicholson or whoever, and holding my face, and like the Joker, I think it was. And he be holding my face and talking to me, be real close to him, and I'm like, get off me. He was like, you uncomfortable, ain't ya? I'm like, get off me. So, y'all tell me what y'all think. Should I be the kiss initiator? But anyway, I do want y'all to tell me if y'all think I should make the first move as far as kissing. I do need y'all to answer that question. But other than that, I'm going to stop talking out there. Thanks for watching. Peace.